Thank you very much. Trying to make me feel important. That's what you're trying to do. I'm going to say this. I usually do when I come on the stage, either by myself or with Jack or Richard or both. I'm just as informal as I would be if you all were down at my house. I sure couldn't put you all in that living room, but you know, I like for the audience to feel like I'm down there with them instead of up here talking down or picking down to you saying, look who I am. That's a bunch of foolishness. I'm just an old country boy that loves to play music for folks and enjoy it. And here's a little song I used to hear when I was just a little boy. A fellow Reed, Orville Reed, I think his name was, recorded this sometime either in the late 20s or early 30s. I remember when we had a recording of it. He was working at the way the song went in first person, he was working at a big hotel as a bellboy or bellhop. And back then they had a little girl on the switchboard that operated the telephone system called bellboy to do whatever, or answered calls from the rooms and all that stuff, you know. Now it's all automated, as you know. Well, anyway, this is about the telephone girl, and the boy was... he was moonstruck with that young, and he was absolutely flabbergasted. She was the prettiest thing he ever laid his eyes on. I went to school with a good old boy over at Raleigh, at the State School for the Blind, it was called then, in the 30s. And his name was Paul Montgomery, and he's quite a musician in his own right, a good jazz piano player, and just a good old boy. And he called me on my birthday, and he said, my daughter Judy is going to come to the bottom line and hear you pick, and you had better play The Dream of the Miner's Child for her. This is a ballad, and it's, I'll tell you before I do the song, it's from a true happening. And the little girl's dad did not go to work in the mines that day, and there was a terrible explosion, and a lot of people were killed. A miner was leaving his home for his work when he heard his little child scream. Then he ran to the side of the little girl's bed. She said, Daddy, I've had such a dream. Oh, Daddy, don't go to the mines today, for dreams have so often come true. My Daddy, oh, Daddy, please don't go away, for I never could live without you. Then smiling and stroking his little girl's face, he was turning away from her side when she threw her little arms around her daddy's neck. She gave him a kiss and then cried. Oh, I dreamed that the mines were all flaming with fire, and the men all fought for their lives. Just then the scene changed, and the mouth of the mines were covered with sweethearts and wives. Oh, Daddy, don't work in the mines today, for dreams have so often come true. My Daddy, oh, Daddy, please don't go away, for I never could live without you. Thank you. Thank you much. There was another old recording we had called Hannah, Won't You Open That Door? He was out there working hard even in the rainy, drizzly weather, and it was colder, almost down to freezing, and he comes home and she won't let him in, and he's about froze, and he can smell something good a cooking, and he wants something to eat. And the song will tell you the rest of it. Working all day in the rain and the cold, days like today make a man get old. Hannah, my love, my sweet turtle dove, how often do you need to be told? Oh, Hannah, sweet Hannah, won't you open the door, open the door? Hannah, Hannah, won't you change your manner? This is old Bill Johnson, don't you love me no more? Hannah, oh Hannah, won't you open the door, open the door? Oh Hannah, oh Hannah, won't you open the door? Frostbit feet, my nose is like a beet. I smell chicken stew and I want some too. Hannah, my love, the sweet turtle dove, is there somebody sitting in my place by the stove? Hannah, oh Hannah, won't you open the door, open the door? Hannah, sweet Hannah, won't you change your manner? This is old Bill Johnson, don't you love me no more? Hannah, oh Hannah, won't you open the door, open the door? Oh Hannah, won't you open that door? I paid your rent when you didn't have a cent. I've been good to you and you know that it's true. Hannah, my love, my sweet turtle dove, how often do you need to be told? Oh, Hannah, Hannah, won't you open the door, open the door? Oh, Hannah, oh, Hannah. Open that door, gal. I guess. Some of you here may have may be familiar with the late John Hurt's music and the different songs he did. All right. Well, like when Merle and I did those songs, we did them according to Doc and Merle. Richard and I do them according to Doc and Richard. And this one is called C.C. Rider, Look What You've Done. C.C. Rider, don't you know what you've done? Now look at here, gal, don't you know what you've done? Oh, you made me love you, and now your man has come. Old Jack Frost done killed my sweet potato vine. Hey, Jack Frost got my sweet potato vine. Well, now don't you know Jack Frost done killed my whole sweet potato patch? And the blues ain't a thing but a woman on your mind. What do you think, Richard? Good Lord, baby, I done told you, and your mama told you too. I'm told you, honey, and your mama told you too. You're 21 now, and you can do what you want to do. Yeah. But can't you see all the trouble you brought us to? C.C. Rider, see what you have done. Oh, C.C. Rider, look at what you've done. Look here, baby, don't you know just what you've done? Lord, you made me love you, and now your man has come. to my second mind. If I'd only listen to my second mind. Have mercy. Oh, I wish I'd listened to my second mind. Then I wouldn't be sitting here wringing my hands and crying. Your man gonna shoot me, you know that now. See, Ryder, see what you have done. Now look here, baby, don't you know just what you've done? Honey, I swear, can't you see what you've done to both of us? Oh, Lord, now your man has come. Now, this man that brought that pretty little guitar up here to sit down by me is my grandson, Merle's son, Richard Eddie Watson. Make him welcome. Well, his pappy liked the blues awful good, and so do I, and Richard does too, and he picked some mighty mean licks on that little guitar. I gave him that guitar, but every once in a while it sounds so pretty, I'm a good mind to take it back away from him. You're making it sound too good, son.
I don't know if it's me or not.
Check your cable, see if it's too tight. A little technical thing I pointed out to him there. Well, I do the same thing every once in a while. I wait, my guitar's out of tune, and reach up here and check that thing. My fault. Wasn't out of tune. Don't feel a bit bad, son. I do it every now and then. I'm just as informal as I can be. If I was formal, I wouldn't know how to be. I'd have to go home. Anyway, here's a Jimmy Rogers song. Some of you might like the old Jimmy Rogers things. This is called Daybreak Blues, and it's a kind of a sad tale with the blues on top for dessert. I waked up this morning at the break of day. Sorrow struck me this morning at the break of day. Lord, the low down mean old man done took my gal away. Yes, I waked up with the blues, and there was nothing to do but rain. Waked up with the blues, and nothing to do but rain. Oh, that woman, she didn't want me. All she wanted was a slave. I got the blues, Richard. I hear you, son. Since my sweet woman's gone, I've got that aching heart's disease. Yeah, since she's gone, I've got that aching heart's disease. Lord, it works just like a cancer. It's gonna kill me by degrees. When I met you, honey, I had a brand new pair of shoes. I wrote her a letter. Yeah, Lordy, when I met you, I had a brand new pair of shoes. Baby, would you look at me now? I got the barefooted blues. Yodeling, yodeling, hey, yodeling. that woman good luck wherever she may roam. I wish that gal a lot of good luck wherever she may go. There's one thing I know for certain, she ain't never coming home. Give me one more there, son. Here's a little song that's a takeoff from the legendary character John Henry. Mel Tillis wrote this. Some of you are familiar with old Mel. He's a country songwriter. Wrote a bushel of songs and recorded a bunch. He stammered when he talked pretty bad, but when he sang, he never missed a word. I don't know how he did that, but maybe the singing gave him nerve. He knew he was a good songwriter. They say you're kind of nervous when you stammer, when you talk. Old timers used to say you stuttered, Here's a song he wrote called Walk On Boy. 2, 3, 4. I was born one morning, the rain a-pouring down. I heard my mammy say to my pappy, let's call him John Henry Brown. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in the whole wide world gonna help you carry your load. And Pappy, just about the age of 10. Lord, he got me a job working on the levee, toting water for the hard-working men. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in the whole wide world gonna help you carry your load. One day my pappy told me some advice I'd like to give to you. Son, find a good woman, be good to her, and she's gonna be good to you. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in the whole wide world gonna help you carry your load. If anyone ever should ask you, just who is that fellow Brown? You can tell him I'm the boy that left his hammer smoking where he beat that old steam drill down. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in the whole wide world gonna help you carry your load. Walk on, boy. I'd like to do a ballad. I used to think somebody in Spain wrote this that lived in the land of ditches and around next to the south coast. But somebody here in New York, I think there was 2 or 3 fellows into the writing of this, I found out, Richard. And I first heard Burl Ives sing this on Columbia School there when they had the folk music day. And I never did try to learn the words to it till I got into the folk music revival, and then Merle and I played it some, but we never recorded it. Richard and I recorded this. Is this on Third Generation Blues?
Yeah.
This song is on Third Generation Blues, an album that Richard and I did. It's on CD and it's on Sugar Hill. I bet you can still find it if you want one. It's called South Coast. My name is Lanhandy de Castro. My father's a Spanish grandee. But I won my young wife in a card game to the devil with those lords of the sea. One night I gambled up in Holon with a tough old sea captain named Juan. And after I'd taken his money, I staked all against his daughter Dawn. And the South Coast is so wild and lonely, though you might win in a game and hold on. For the lion still rules the barranca, and a man there is always alone. I picked up the ace and I'd won her. Then my heart, it fell down to the feet. Then it sprang to my throat the next moment. Like a young summer's day, she was sweet. So he opened the door to the kitchen and he called the girl out with a curse. Take her now, damn her, you've won her. You've got her for better or worse. And the South Coast is so wild and lonely, though you might win in a game and hold on. For the lion still rules the barranca, and a man there is always alone. Her little arms soon tightened around me as we rode down the hill to the south. But not a word did I hear from her that day, nor a kiss from her pretty young mouth. That year was a good happy winter as we carved on a cradle of pine by the fire in our new builded shanty. There I sang with that sweet wife of mine. One night I got hurt in a landslide. I got a crushed hip with twice broken bones. Then little Dawn saddled up that pony like lightning, and she rode out for the doctor up in Holon. But then a lion screamed in the barranca. Bucky bolted and he fell on the slide. My young wife lay dead in the moonlight. That night my heart died with a bride. And the South Coast is so wild and lonely, though you might win in a game and hold on. For the lion still rules the barranca, and a man there is always alone. times when I think I'm too tired to do a good set, and then I get out here and you folks get to enjoy it, and I forget all about being tired. And by the time I help do about 75 minutes, wait just a minute, now I'm tired. Right here is one I think you guitar pickers and the rest of you too might enjoy. Together, son. City and shut it down. I went back home and I got in my bed, a 44 pistol under my head. Waked up next morning at 9:30. The hacks and the buggers all standing in line. Gents and the gamblers standing all around, taking Little City to a burying ground. Big a drive. I began to think of what a deed I'd done. I grabbed my hat and away I run. I made a good run, but a little too slow. They overtook me in Jericho. Now finish that break. Standing on the corner reading the bill, and up stepped the sheriff from Thomasville. He says, "Young man, ain't your name Brown? Remember the night that you shot Sadie down?" I said, "Yes, sir, my name is Lee. I murdered Little City in the first degree and the second degree. If you got any papers, why don't you read them to me?" They took me downtown, dressed me in black, put me on the train and they carted me back, crammed me back in that Thomasville jail, and I had nobody for to go my bail. Well, the judge and the jury, they took their stand. The judge had the papers in his right hand. 41 days and 41 nights, 41 years to the ball and the stripes. Let's do that Corina first, and then you can have the mic for as long as you want it. I've been running my big mouth, and these people done got tired of it. Hello, Corina, where you been so long? Come in, Corina, where you been so long? Ain't had no lovin' since you've been gone. Well, all I love Corina, tell the world I do. I love Corina, tell the world I do. Just a little more love and let your heart be true. Stay last night? Oh, tell me now, baby, where'd you stay last night? You come in this morning, sun is shining bright. Well, I love Corina, tell the world I do. I love Corina, tell the world I do. Just a little more love and let your heart be true. What's the matter now, honey? Oh, tell me now, baby, what's the matter now? Why don't you quit that fussing? You don't let me know how. Well, I love Corina, tell the world I do. I love Corina, tell the world I do. Just a little more love and let your heart be true. Get hot now, son. Corina, she's big and fat. Oh yeah, that woman Corina, oh she's large and fat. And if she smacks you, it's like a baseball bat. I love Corina, tell the world I do. I love Corina, tell the world I do. Just a little more love and let your heart be true. Jam it one time. Goodbye, Corina, it's fare you well. Goodbye, Corina, it's fare you well. When I'll get back here, well, you never can tell. Well, I love Corina, tell the world I do. I love Corina, tell the world I do. Just a little more love and let your heart be true. Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you ever so much.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here, buddy. What do we do? Let's do a Grandpa Jones train song I like to sing. It's a law. You got to do at least one train song every set of traditionally based music. So far be it from us to break the law that much. Anyway, as I was saying, this is a great old Grandpa Jones train song that I like to do and like to hear Doc play on. It's called Eastbound Freight Train. for my hometown. Seems I never was so far away. Now I can hear that freight train blowing. I'll be gone before the break of day. I'll have to quit my daily rambling. So tonight I'm gonna start my journey back. Sitting on the top of an old boxcar, sailing down that silvery stream of track. Eastbound freight train, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end. Stray far from my hometown, I'll never leave again to roam. I know that I was born to wander, but I'm gonna stick around my home. I can see the smoke rolling out of an old smokestack, sitting on the top of an old boxcar, sailing down that silvery stream of track. Eastbound freight train, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end.
Get hot, son.
Let me stay till the end. Let me stay till the end. Thank you. Thank you. You're much too kind. Much too kind.
We'll call on her after a while. Not because he requested it, that's part of the program.
That's right, we don't do requests, do we?
We can't. There's too many folks in the house. It wouldn't be fair. We couldn't get them all in, you know.
This is another Grandpa Jones tune that I really like called 8 More Miles to Louisville. I've rambled over this countrywide seeking fortune fair. Up and down the 2 coastlines I've traveled everywhere. From Portland east to Portland west and back along the line. I'm going now to the place that's best, that old hometown of mine. 8 more miles from Louisville will come into my view. 8 more miles on this old road and I'll never more be blue. I knew someday that I'd come back, I knew it from the start. 8 more miles to Louisville, the hometown of my heart. I'm sure that there's a girl you know that you like best of all. Mine lives down in Louisville, she's long and she's tall. She's the kind that you can't find rambling through the land. 8 more miles to Louisville, the hometown of my heart. Picture in my mind of a place we'll call our home, a humble little hut for two we'll never want to roam. The place that's right for that love site is in those bluegrass hills, where gently flows the Ohio by a place called Louisville. 8 more miles in Louisville will come into my view. 8 more miles on this old road and I'll never more be blue. I knew someday that I'd come back, I knew it from the start. 8 more miles to Louisville, the hometown of my heart.
We're just about picked with it.
Thank you.
Florida Blues. Jack, I found my recording by Roy Hall and the Blue Ridge Entertainers the other day, and they played a version of this song. That fiddle player played it, but you and I played a little different from the way he did. It's called Florida Blues, and I kind of like this tune, and me and Jack love to pick it, so it's a flat picking tune, and you guitar pickers will probably enjoy the heck out of it. And now let's hear what Brother Jack has to say.
Howdy.
No, he ain't out there. He's all right.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I am right out there. Let's see. Here, Doc. I don't know how you folks feel about him here, but back home we revere Andy Griffith. Back in my home state of North Carolina, he's the man.
We do.
We got little plastic statues of Andy on the dashboards of our cars. Little bobbing head Barneys in the back seat. But
My guitar sounds like it's about to go off there. I can't figure out what frequency that is. Or maybe not. Anyway, we do revere Andy back home. But in my house when I was a kid, it was the Dillards that we revered because they were on that show. Yes, they were the Darling family. And Briscoe Darling had this pearl of wisdom I've lived with since I was a kid. He said, "You got time for breathing, you got time for music."
Tell me about it.
And it's words I try to live by. Anyway, this is an old Dillard's tune called "I'll Never See My Home Again." In the hollow where the pines are standing tall, in the shadows where the woods are dark and still, to a warped and weathered shack my thoughts keep turning back to that old mountain home below the mill. Oh, I left it in the springtime when the flowers were in bloom, and I told the folks I'd see them in the fall. But the road keeps stretching onward from the cradle to the tomb, and I guess I'll never see my folks at all.
Oh, pick it, son.
Calling in the sky, I can see the dry leaves blowing in the lane. I missed the wood fire on a cold and rainy night, and the trees scratching at my window pane. Oh, I left it in the springtime when the flowers were in bloom, and I told the folks I'd see them in the fall. But the road keeps stretching onward from the cradle to the tomb, and I guess I'll never see my folks at all. As years go by and seasons pass away, that old home keeps returning to my mind. I'd give a lot to see that place so dear to me, that hollow in the woods I left behind. Oh, I left it in the springtime when the flowers were in bloom, and all the birds were singing in the glen. But the road keeps stretching onward from the cradle to the tomb, and I guess I'll never see my home again. Thank you.
Here's Homer and Jethro's version of Hank Snow's Moving On, or at least it's part of it. I ain't going to do no much Hank Snow picking in this, but I'll sing the words the way Homer and Jethro put it together. They didn't say a thing about sweetheart and you've done your daddy wrong and all that stuff. They talked about some foolishness. Old hound dog, he was a-feeling fine until he fell in a barrel of turpentine. Now he's moving on. Yes, he done left home. He went through the gate like an 88. He's a-moving on. We hired a man to work on our car, and he took hold of a spark plug wire. Now he's moving on. Yes, he's moving on. Lord, he turned it loose when he felt the juice. He's a moving on. That's the way the Hank played it. My old tomcat was a feeling mean, and then he caught his tail in the sewing machine. Lord, he's moving on. He done left home. He ripped a stitch when he hit the ditch. He's a moving on. Let me see if I can pick it. That came from the city, then he picked up a little striped kitty. Now he's moving on. Yes, he's moving on. We held our nose while he buried his clothes. He's a moving on. Old Uncle John, he got mighty clean when he fell into the washing machine. He's a moving on. Yes, he's moving on. He just couldn't straddle that burnt paddle. He's a moving on. Let's pick them one. What do you think?
Well, what would you like to do there, buddy?
Loretta Lynn's sister, Crystal Gale, recorded this. When I first heard it, I thought, I got to learn that song. It's pretty. We'll Be Mean and do it in D flat or C sharp, whichever one you want to call it, Jack, if you want to. Ready for the times to get better. I'll see if I can sing it. As Michael Coleman says, my throats are getting tired. I've gotta tell you, I've been racking my brain. I have to find a way out. I've had enough of this continual rain. A change is coming, no doubt. It's been a too long time with no peace of mind, and I'm ready for the times to get better. A long, lonely time with no peace of mind, and I'm ready for the times to get better. Try to take from me what I cannot give. No happiness can I find. And I have a dream that I've been trying to live. It's burning holes in my mind. It's been a too long time with no peace of mind, and I'm ready for the times to get better. A long, lonely time with no peace of mind, and I'm ready for the times to get better. For weary weeks I've waited, I've been hoping for the best. These blues will make me ramble, and the rails are leading west. Woman, you don't want me, pleasure I can't find. I'm leaving you, mean mama, just to wear you off of my mind. March out now, boys, at the board. My old gang seems to whisper, but if fall in line and smile. All I need from you is distance, girl. I crave the peace of mind. I can hear the rails are singing, and the sky is clear and blue. I'm leaving you, mean mama, when the train comes a-rolling through. Pick it, Jack. Pockets, you got me loafing around Broke Flat. I'll soon be strolling down the railroad track, and when I'm miles away from here, riding all the while, I'll be free of you, mean mama, and when I think of you, I'll smile. I'd rather do, well, yeah, we'll do Black Mountain, right? Since we both get to pick on it. Here we go, and we're going to take it home with us. And sweet. I'll pick it, son. Oh, yeah. Okay, now let's both pick it. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Good night, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Oh, they're standing up and walking.
What do we do for now, folks? What do you think?
We need to do something.
You want to do Where's you might not want to do a verse on that, folks.
On which one? Where is Reed West?
Oh,
Sure, you want to do that?
well, that last one was kind of tiring to the old hands, so I'm going to play you in a kind of a wind around. I'll tell you what, let's do, Jack.
What's that?
Wait a minute, I better put the vine back on the tree. What?
Okay, let's see here.
I dropped it.
It fell off. Let me see if I can get to
I
it.
flung it down, didn't I? I don't think it fell off, Jack. I think I throwed it down. Jack, let's do him a good full-length version of Bye Bye Blues right here. It's been a pleasure picking for you folks. I mean, as Andy Griffith said, I mean. This is not a flat picking bluegrass tune, but we make it kind of sound bluegrass anyhow. We get a little hot in it, pleasure too. or not. Oh, yeah. Thank you, and good night, and Lord bless you all.
Thank you.